Hey guys, what are we doing? What are we doing, Emma?
What?
What are we doing?
Going on a ride.
Okay, well go sit down on the hay then.
Hi.
It's a hay ride.
Would you rather sit on the hay or the wood? On the floor.
Hi, Chloe.
Hi.
Well, I think we'll go and come back. It'll be fine. This will take about 20, 25 minutes, something like that. We're going to, my name is Hank Campbell, and I have the privilege of being your host here at the Rock Farm. Going to be towed by a very nice tractor here. Compliments of Cross Implement. They loaned it to us for the weekend. And we're going to be going over to the base of the wind turbine. So you're going to see that over there, and I'll share some information about the wind turbine, about the farm property, base on it, a little bit about the corn, a little bit about the soybeans. So, and then we'll come right on back. All right? So this is an experience that you couldn't get inside town, inside the city limits. So we're really glad that you're here, so you enjoy yourself. Please make sure that you fasten your seatbelts. Yeah. This is oats straw. You can tell that it's oat straw by the really deep golden brown color and the shininess of the straw. So it makes for a pretty good bale, but it's nice to sit on. So just make sure, I'll give you a signal when I'm ready to go and start out. We are going to be going across the cornfield when we get to the other side, so it does move a little bit. Just make sure that you're safe. You have a question?
Emma, sit back, baby.
We're going to go a total of maybe a little over 4 miles an hour. So we're not going to go real fast. We just want to make sure that we get over there safely and we get back safely. Fair enough? Okay, let's be on our way.
Emma, move back. Okay, here we go, guys. Hey Chloe, this tractor's from Cross Implement from Mrs. Cross. This tractor's from Mrs. Cross's business.
Oh, Mrs. Cross, it's Hayden's mom.
Yeah, Mrs. Holly. Ready? Guys, Emma, put your feet inside. We're going to go look at a windmill. Have you ever seen a windmill up close? Look at those windmills, guys. Because that's where they best are. Yeah, that's a farm. This whole thing is a farm.
That's a farm. Some of the corn died.
Corn over there.
Yeah,
That's right, Joy. That's corn, and that's soybeans, looks like. That's a windmill.
I'm not going to Hello.
Look at that. Looks like they harvested the corn.
See, that one's the long one. Look at that one.
Oh, it's getting bouncy.
And it's getting bumpy.
It is a little bit bumpy, isn't it?
A lot bumpy. No, we are hard to put already. The tractor goes in there and gets all the corn and eats it.
Let's see if they can go up in there and go back, climb the stairs and go up in the top.
Goes through the back. It can actually be taller than a fence. So it ends up taller than a fence. Taller than the outside.
Look how big
It
that.
doesn't end like that. Is that? If you look really closely on the ground, is that on the outside tower?
Yeah, that's how big it is, Joy.
It was red. That's red. That means that it has water.
Look how big that thing is.
Welcome to some of the land of the windmills. How tall do you think they are? Just the tower. Just the tower.
This car.
That's tall. Yes. At least that tall. It's about 260 feet tall. 260 feet. And then the blades that go around, and when we go back, you'll notice that the shadows are going, how quickly they go across. If you would try to jump rope, jump the shadow, you would have to be pretty quick to be able to. Because each one of those blades are 140 feet long. Wow. So at the very tip, these turbines will max out maximum revolutions per minute, about 16 to 17 revolutions per minute. But it also means that the tip of that particular blade, when it goes past at optimum speed, it's around 200 miles an hour, just at the tip. Now each one of these towers produces about 1.5 megawatts. So we have 100 towers. So about 1,500 megawatts at optimum time. They're all operating. It costs about $1 to $1.2 million to put one tower up. What you see with this tower, it was put up in 3 parts. You see where the seam is on one part? There was one crane that came out, and all it was to do was to set the towers. Now, these have been out here less than a year. We started these about last November. We started putting them up. There was one crane that came in, put the bottom section up, the center, then the top section. Then they raise up. A different crane comes and raises up, and box sits up on top. And you know how big that is, approximately? Well, it's the size of a school bus, a regular full-size school bus. Up there in the top, that holds the generator, the gearbox, a cooling system for that turbine generator. Then there is a much larger crane that comes by. They assemble all three of those blades on the ground with that hub in the middle. Then a super crane comes out and it lifted up all three blades at one time, all the way up and fastened it to the hub. Regardless of what the wind was, it could be snowing, it could be raining, whatever, they worked each day that they could work. Sometimes 5, 6, 7 days a week. Now the power for this goes underground about every 5 to 6 turbines combined together into one transformer box. Then the wire goes underground all the way up to about where you see that grain bin up there. There is a special substation. So the electrical energy generated by this goes to that substation. You boost up the voltage on it to thousands of volts, and then they put it through this transmission line, which eventually winds up at the Tennessee Valley Authority down in Tennessee. But then that's part of the whole national grid network. Then companies like Ameren and the other, they contract for so much electricity from that. So then it all adds together. So some parts we might be getting the benefit of some of it here, but it's contracted through the other things. Now, there was one company, Invenergy, that developed the wind farm and put up 100 turbines. Once it was complete and operational, then it was turned over to Next Era Energy out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, which is a subsidiary of Florida Power and Light, one of the largest energy companies in the United States. And Next Era is one of the largest wind farm companies in the United States. So we have this one. This is one of the highest points in McLean County. So you look out and you can see where it kind of goes down and you're looking at the top. So this is one of the highest points. So the wind, according to the Geological Survey or Geographic Survey, this corridor here is one of the best corridors in Illinois, not just central Illinois, but in Illinois. It comes up, and then it goes down, and then if you're out east, there are 272 turbines out there that turn. What do you think? Now this is part of farm income. The landowner, farmer, if it happens to be a farmer or whoever the landowner might be, gets approximately $6,000 to $8,000 a year for having this turbine on their ground, which takes out about 1/3 of an acre of production. Okay? There happens to be a rather substantial landowner that has 26 turbines.
That's for each one, right?
Huh? That's for each one annually. Each one annually. So that goes into the farm income. So what's that mean? Well, part of the generation of electricity in the particular one here, it goes in and creates tax revenue for the local school district and also local municipality. The landowner, since this is farm income, that is taxable on income. So there are other ways in which it comes back. And the real estate tax on the land, of course, that whoever has the land pays for that. So it is an economic generator. So it does help. If you want to, you can get down off wagons. You can find the steps there. You can tell your friends, "Oh, I was on the steps of a wind turbine." You take pictures there. You come on back, and they'll say something about the crops here if you'd like.
Wanna go?